It's been a while. Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a long time since I've uploaded a video here on this channel or on the main channel, but I'm back and I'm ready to start a new journey, a new series here on EA Sports College Football 26. Now, as everybody knows, I tried to start a Nevada Wolfpack Dynasty on EA Sports College Football 25, but unfortunately, I ran out of the free time to be able to continue that series, and we only got 3 games into the year. But don't worry, I still plan to do something with college football. It is not Nevada this year. It's a brand new journey, something that I have been working on in my free time whenever I have it in the background. And so without further ado, let me introduce you to the journey that we'll be taking ourselves on in EA Sports College Football 26. Welcome everybody to the Creighton Bluejays Teambuilder Dynasty. Yes, the Creighton Bluejays Teambuilder Dynasty. This is what I've been working on for the past couple of weeks, and I am finally excited to share this with you all and see if you guys are interested in this series. Now, this is not a team I created. I did not create this team format that I'm using. I will give credit to the original creator here in a bit. But I want to give a little bit of background on the Creighton Bluejays. Of course, Creighton University, located in Omaha, Nebraska. They used to have a football program. They don't have it anymore. Their football program ended around 1942, I believe. I will check my research and I will put a little update in this video to make sure I had that right. But yes, they had a football program, discontinued it, but now I'm back and I said, you know what? Let's get football back at Creighton University. Of course, we know they have basketball. Their basketball team is always pretty solid. They have all other sports, but let's get some football. Let's get the gridiron back here at Creighton. And the Blue Jays, we are ready to fly together, and we are hoping you guys will join the flock with us. I am very excited to get this series started, ladies and gentlemen. As everybody knows me, anybody who really knows me, I love football. I used to play football. It is my favorite sport to watch. And I love playing EA Sports College Football video games. I love football video games. So here I am trying to do this again. Hopefully I have the free time to get at least one season of this dynasty in. But I am very excited to start this, and I hope you guys will join me on this journey here in EA Sports College Football 26. Now, this is going to be a very difficult series. We're going to have to build this team from the ground up. We are not starting with an established team like we were last year, sort of with Nevada. No, we are going to start with a team from the very bottom, and I will go into that in a little bit here when we meet the team, the first season Creighton Blue Jays. But yes, we are getting set to start this new dynasty. We will go over the schedule that we have set for year one. We will see the roster. We will meet some of the key players. And then, of course, you will meet the head coach. We can already see him right here. And it is time to get underway. Now, I want to give a special shout out to BlueJ3115. As you can see here, this will be the format for the Creighton Blue Jays we will be using. And that overall that you see right there, don't worry about that. That is going to change when you see this roster. But I wanted to give a big shout out to this, guys. This will be the format I will be using. I love the field and I love the uniforms that he has set. We're going to be a 1.5-star team here with Creighton to start out. And the offensive scheme and defensive scheme will change. I'm still figuring all that out as I get ready to start things off. So how about we meet the roster, ladies and gentlemen? A 57 overall team is the Creighton Blue Jays. As you can see, we have one player above an 80 overall. I said this wasn't going to be easy, and the original roster didn't have these names or these overalls for everybody. I just went in and made it my own original. I came up with some random names, really generated some names off a random name generator, and I went in and did the overalls by myself just to give a little bit of a challenge to this series. Let's meet the captain of the team, shall we? The best player on the team. It is the senior middle linebacker, Noah Copeland, 87 overall, 6'2", 243. This guy is going to be the heart and soul of this Creighton football team, at least for this year. We're only going to have Noah Copeland for 1 year, so everybody, you might as well go ahead and love him while you can, because we've got 12 games with him and potentially maybe a few more if we play well enough. But this man is going to be the heart and soul of the team. He's the captain of the defense. You will see him play every single snap that he is able to this year. And hopefully he can give us a very good year and hopefully try to set a standard for this defense for years to come. Looking at the running back here, Bobby Mims, one of the other impact players on this team. Junior running back, 5'10", 229. More of an east-west type of runner, so he has a little bit more speed on him than all the other running backs on the team. As you see that deal breaker, not a very good grade right there. We will jump into that in a little bit when we go over the entire roster. Right now, we're meeting some of the key players. But Bobby Mims looking pretty good. At least ratings look pretty solid. He is going to be the running back one, the best running back on the team, one of the most dynamic players on the team. I don't think he is the most dynamic player. We'll talk about who I believe that is in a little bit. But here's your running back one, Bobby Mims, as you will see him possibly get most of the carries on this offense and probably a little bit more touches. Running back two, and the man you will see be the grinder, more of the between the tackles type of guy, is the sophomore Morgan Hudson, 71 overall, 6'1", 220. He weighs a little bit less than Bobby Mims, but he is bigger. He is bigger and he is stronger. A little bit slower, so that's why I said he will be more of the grinded out back, the in between the tackles, right in your face, trying to run right through you. Morgan Hudson and Bobby Mims look to be a nice 1-2 punch in the backfield, and hopefully we will be able to get that connection going as the season progresses. Morgan Hudson, of course, that deal breaker is not very good either. As I said, we will jump into that in a little bit. So Morgan Hudson, that is your running back two, at least to start the season. The most dynamic player on the team, I believe, is the freshman Mason Akers, number one wide receiver on the team, 5'10", 187. This kid's got hands, this kid's got route running, and he's got speed. I believe Mason Akers can take this team to new heights, ladies and gentlemen. 90 speed, 91 acceleration, a very fast player, 82 catching, and his route running is the best route running on the team, all in the 80s. This kid is special, and I'm surprised he even chose to come to Creighton to play football. Maybe he wanted to make a little bit of history and say, hey, I was one of the first guys to play for the new revamped Creighton Bluejays football program. So Mason Akers, watch out for this kid, and hopefully we can keep him for all 4 years that he is supposed to be here, and hopefully he doesn't decide to leave, because this guy is going to be the future of this program, and you can count on that. Here is, starting with the defense, Sam linebacker, outside linebacker, number 0, 72 overall, Tyler Andrews. One of the three prime linebackers you will see play this year alongside Noah Copeland. Of course, Noah Copeland and Tyler Andrews will probably get the majority of the snaps. That is at least the game plan as of right now. But Tyler Andrews, a little bit more of a thumper. Of course, Noah Copeland can do it all. He can play pass coverage, and he can stop the run, Tyler Andrews, though, a little bit more of a thumper, can play a little bit of coverage, but is mainly here to stop the run. But Tyler Andrews and Noah Copeland have known each other for a long time, and they will hopefully complement each other very well when we see those two play on the football field. The other linebacker that you can see possibly play is 70 overall Will linebacker, another outside linebacker in the sophomore Century Williams. You will see Andrews, Copeland, and Williams most likely on the field at those linebacker spots. And there will be certain packages where you will see Copeland and Williams, and you will see Copeland and Andrews. You will probably never see all three of them on the field all the time. There will probably be some packages where you see all three of them on the field, but don't count on seeing it a lot. Now, Century Williams is a little bit more of a pass coverage guy, but he can stop the run as well. A little bit slower than both Copeland and Andrews, but they all complement each other very well, and the coaches believe that this will be a solid linebacking core. On to the secondary, we have the senior corner, number 8, Rico Flowers, 5'11", 195, and he is our best coverage player in the secondary, ladies and gentlemen. Rico Williams, very good in coverage, 80 man, and I believe it's about 77 zone, and he also has the speed to back it up, and we will only have Rico for 1 year, ladies and gentlemen. So like I said with Noah Copeland, love him while you can if you want to love him, because we're only going to see him in the blue and white for one season, And he is hoping to set the standard in pass coverage for this team down the line as well. We will go to the third cornerback on the roster, the third highest overall corner, as no disrespect to Towns, but I want to talk about the freshman Jamari Taylor, another kid just like Mason Akers, who I believe can be the stars of this program for years to come. Jamari Taylor, he will see the field a lot. Not as great in coverage as Rico Flowers, but he has solid speed, solid coverage as well. Can't really catch the ball very well. That's why he's playing defense, but he's also a solid tackler. And I believe that Jamari Taylor will be the guy in the secondary in a couple of years. Like I said, he will be on the field. Hell, maybe he'll become a starter. But right now he is starting out as the nickel corner for this team. And that is the Creighton Blue Jays roster. As the starting quarterback is Aiden Wilson. As we start going through the entire roster, we will let you guys read and meet this roster here, the year one roster at the least. Now, I wanted to talk about those deal breakers as I was going through this roster, and I saw that the deal breakers were not in our favor to start. Of course, we're a new coaching staff, and we're in a little bit of a lower tier conference. As you see, we're in Conference USA. We will meet all the other teams in Conference USA. As this team builder team, we had to replace Missouri State to get the right type of geography that we wanted for recruiting and stuff like that. Yeah, the Creighton Blue Jays roster, this team, as you can see, not a lot of high overalls. We only have one receiver in the 70s, and that is Mason Akers. This is not going to be an easy road. We're going to see a lot of adversity, ladies and gentlemen, and I expect a lot of shortcomings. I expect probably a lot of losses in these first few years. I don't know. We'll see how this team comes together, but hopefully they can come together, and hopefully you guys will continue to support this team and join us on the road as we try to become one of the top tier programs in college football. Now with these deal breakers, it's going to possibly be difficult to keep a lot of these players on the team, as a lot of the players, we do not meet their deal breakers at all. So you never know. We could have an entirely different team after season one. A lot of these guys you see, like Aiden Wilson, Mason Akers, excuse me, my language, it's going to be difficult. It's going to be very difficult. As I said, Aiden Wilson, Mason Akers, Bobby Mims, Morgan Hudson. Heck, even Jamari Taylor could possibly decide to leave in the transfer portal if we don't do well enough and meet their deal breakers. So it's going to be difficult. Heck, Tyler Andrews, Century Williams. We could have an entirely new starting core after year one, ladies and gentlemen. So hopefully we will be able to do well enough, and hopefully we can retain a lot of these players, because I believe a lot of these players, although they're not the highest overall, I will admit that, they have a lot of skill sets that are very interesting and that I think we can make work. I believe we can make a lot of these players work here this year, and we can have something special. As we said, it's going to be a grind. It's not going to be easy. And I apologize for my language for earlier YouTube and my viewers. It's just not going to be easy. And that's exactly what I wanted in this series to start out. I wanted a challenge. I wanted something that I could be proud of after we build this team from the ground up. And that is exactly what we're looking to do here today in this series. As the big goal for this team, honestly, is to get into the Big Ten. We want to play alongside the teams as Michigan, Michigan State, Ohio State, Nebraska, who is going to be one of our main rivals, big brother up north. You know what I'm saying? We want to compete with the best of the best. We want to compete with the Alabamas, the Notre Dames. We want to compete with all those guys. We want to compete for national championships year in and year out. It's probably not going to happen year one. Like I said, it's probably not going to happen for the first couple of years if I'm able to have the time to keep this series going. But I believe that with time and with patience, and hopefully with good development from our coaching staff, this football program will become one of the best in the country. Now, of course, we're going to start out in a little bit of a lower tier conference, and we will get into that in just a short moment here as we continue to meet the players on this roster. Here's the second highest overall corner, Marquise Towns Prince. He is a very good corner as well. A lot of these players are very talented in their own way. I just wanted to highlight some of the players that I believe will make the biggest impacts on the team this year. And who knows, maybe some of these other players will prove me wrong in not showing them in the little impact players format there, that little impact players section. But I believe all these players are fit enough to be on this football team. And of course, over the years to come, recruiting, we will see more players join this role. Hopefully they will join our roster and become a Creighton Blue Jay. But this is the entire team for the Creighton Blue Jays, and this is who you will be cheering for, who we will be cheering for in year one of this series. Now, of course, our conference, we will be playing in Conference USA with the likes of Liberty, Jacksonville State, and even newcomers Delaware. As you can see, Liberty a 74 overall team, New Mexico State a 66 overall team. We are the lowest rated team in this conference, ladies and gentlemen, but I believe the talent levels are a little bit, I believe they're a little bit level. You know what I'm saying? I believe these overalls are kind of a little bit misleading at times in these games. Of course, we probably have the least amount of talent on our roster, I will say that, but I believe we are going to be able to compete with these guys in this conference. If it's not now, it's going to be at some point. As I said, we are not going to be staying in this conference the entire time, hopefully, as we look to go play with the big dogs in the future. We want to go play with the likes of Michigan State, Ohio State. I already went on this entire rant as we want to play with the likes of Nebraska, our big brothers up north. I'm over here stuttering over my words, ladies and gentlemen. We want to play with our big brothers up north. And this is one of the main rivalries that we will have. And I did make sure that this was a rivalry for this team when making the schedule. The guy that created this team made this a rivalry, so I appreciate him for that. And speaking of rivalries in football for the Creighton Blue Jays, ladies and gentlemen, I believe it's time to go over the first ever Creighton Blue Jays schedule here in this dynasty. It's a little bit wonky with the way this game set it up here, but I made it work. So our first game ever in this dynasty will be in our home stadium. We will be taking on the Eastern Michigan Eagles at home. That is going to be our opening game. A little bit of a level playing field to see what this team is all about before week 2. You see that game right there. Week 2, we are going to the big brother at Nebraska on the road. First rivalry game of the series. We will be playing Nebraska a lot, so get ready to see some good football hopefully played in this game. And of course, the game after that, we will be back at home taking on the UMass Minutemen after going on the road to Nebraska. I believe this is a little bit of a solid schedule, at least for year 1. Bye week, week 4, first conference game, hosting Western Kentucky at home. So we will get our first conference game at home at the least. Another rivalry here. I was surprised that they made this a rivalry, but I'm not going to, be mad at it. Rivalry game at UConn, so we're visiting both of our rivals on the road here in the first year of the series. And then, of course, a week after that, we are right back into conference play as we will take on Middle Tennessee State on the road. A bye week right after that, and then after that is just straight conference games for the rest of the year to end the year. New Mexico State, Florida International, FIU will be coming to town. At Liberty, we are going to Williams Stadium in Virginia. Then, of course, we got UTEP. The Miners will be coming to town. We're going to go at Kennesaw State, and we're going to finish the season, the regular season at the least, versus Louisiana Tech. I believe this is a solid schedule to start out this series, ladies and gentlemen. Comment below what you think our win total is going to be for this first year. But I am very excited to get this series started, ladies and gentlemen. I was a little bit upset that I didn't have enough free time to at least get to where I wanted with the Nevada Dynasty. And hopefully I can at the least have enough time to get through 1 year of this dynasty. But I really do enjoy playing this game, and I wanted to do something with it, even if it was on Twitch or even on here. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but we'll see. I at least wanted to get this video out to draw some type of interest in, and I apologize I have not uploaded over the last couple of months. Like I've said on a lot of community posts on the main channel and on this one, a lot of stuff has been going on IRL, and I'm making some moves here. So hopefully I am able to play enough of this game to get a series out of it. But I am really excited to get this started. I hope you guys are excited as well as the Creighton Blue Jays. Once again, we look to build this team into the best in college football. I believe we are going to be able to do it. And with the right leadership, I believe that we will become the best team in college football. That is not a prediction, ladies and gentlemen. That is a spoiler. I know y'all like that. Oh, and by the way, the head coach of this football team is Coach Gary Jennings. He played, in this little canon at least, he played wide receiver at the University of Nebraska. So, he has a little bit of ties to Nebraska. And we are going to hope that he can lead this team to the promised land in this series. Coach Gary Jennings. Of course, don't worry about the playbooks. I'm still sorting that out alongside any other slider updates and anything else for this series I want to work with. That is going to do it for this little introductory video here for this Dynasty. The next video will be the first game of the season if I ever have the time to do it and if you guys are interested. So, thank you guys for watching. And, there's really not much else to say here. Welcome to the Creighton Bluejays Dynasty, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully, we're able to make something special. Take care and have a great day.